She turned 90 years old and surprised everyone when she said what she wanted to do. Tea with her friends and family? No way. Lunch with her grandchildren? How boring. What Margaret Wesson wanted was to go skydiving. She came walking with her cane to live this unforgettable experience. No one could believe what they were seeing, and of course, parachuting means an important dose of adrenaline, so many were frightened by this veteran. However, she didn't care. She had waited until she was 90 to experience that moment, and she was going to enjoy it with everything, even if many saw it as something totally impossible. Although the joy in the atmosphere was felt for the feat of which Margaret would star in, there was still tension. Why? Because it was difficult to think that this could go well. We're talking about a person who could suffer any kind of complication when confronted with this. But well, she was already there, and she was determined to fulfill her dream. They got down to work. Several people helped her to get on the plane that would take her to the sky. This was the first step before the big jump. She was already with all the equipment in place, and now all she had to do was wait for the plane to take off, reach a sufficient altitude, and then fall into the void. Everything was going as normal. The machine had already reached the necessary distance for the parachutists to start jumping one by one to live the most extreme and satisfying experience of their lives. The time had come. They were all ready. They only had to review all the instructions to begin the violent descent to Earth. The first person went. When the camera records him, you can see the enormous distance that separates them from the ground. But they were already there, so all that was left was to enjoy the trip. That's how, one by one, the bodies begin to fall. They were all prepared to live this, and although the nerves can take over, there is no turning back now. As one by one the parachutists begin to jump, there was Margaret, ready to start one of the most important jumps of her entire life, and at the age of 90. The moment had finally arrived, setting a precedent that would prove that age is just a number for some people. And there goes Margaret, with all the wind in her face, but with a sight she would never forget. And of course, she was fulfilling a dream she'd long had, and she was looking forward to that day, that moment when at the age of 90, she'd take the plunge into life, breaking all schemes. The image was beautiful. Margaret flew through the skies and prepared for her landing, as down below, there were dozens of people waiting for her. It was time to celebrate the milestone of this courageous woman, who regardless of her age, decided to fulfill her biggest dream. Everyone wanted to recognize her for it.
You did it! Congratulations, Margaret.
Thank you. Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, beautiful.
We did it, Mom!
We did it.
Oh, good job!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's get a picture here.
And you did a standing land, Mom.
Yeah.
Woo!
Congratulations, Margaret. You're a skydiver. Here, give me.
Margaret's feat amazed everyone. Even she couldn't believe what she had experienced. But there she was on the ground, cane in hand, ready to receive the affection of the dozens of people who came to see what this brave woman had done.
What was the best part of it?
I feel kind of dizzy.
Take some deep breaths, get some oxygen back in your system. There you go. Okay, let's step out of this stuff so you don't trip. Take a step there. So you can get your foot on that. There you go, perfect.
Okay.
Nice job, Margaret.
Yay, way to go! One more.
How was it, Mom?
Oh, my pleasure, Margaret. Thanks for taking me with you.
How was it? How was it? Let's go out there.
How was it, Mom?
Was it fun?
Hey, great.
Was it fun, Margaret?
Was it fun? Yeah. You liked it?
You want to do it again?
You want to go again?
That's the closest to heaven.
At that moment, Margaret became a celebrity. Everyone wanted to take pictures with her. And she did what a lot of young people don't even dare to do. Yet, there she was, at 90 years old, ready to take the plunge and live one of the most important experiences of her life. This courageous woman passed away a few years later at 96, after having accomplished absolutely all her goals, leaving as a lesson that age is just a number.